So there's a couple of things that I think are really important in this space, and when we're talking about diversity, and part of that is about getting QFES is redefining diversity. So by that I mean how we use diversity and the language that we use behind it, because in a lot of cases when we say diversity, our minds go to underrepresentation or the underrepresented groups. So what we're trying to do in I suppose redefining diversity and what it means for us is that we almost disconnect diversity from underrepresentation, and if we're talking about underrepresentation and underrepresented groups, that's what we say, because diversity doesn't equal underrepresentation. So when we talk about diversity, we mean everybody and everything that they bring to the organisation, and when we look at it from that level, I suppose it brings everybody into the fold as being the diversity that we need in the organisation, and it's not just about representation from an underrepresented area. We absolutely have to do the work with underrepresentation, and that will bring us more diversity, but it doesn't equal diversity. So the second part to that is around what diversity is, and as I said, that's everything that each individual brings, from I suppose the notion of the things that we don't see that make us diverse. So whether that's our personality, whether it's how we make decisions, whether it's how we communicate, if it's where we grew up in the country or the city, all of those things that make us our individual self, bring capability to the organisation. And when we look at it in that respect, about being about everybody, it doesn't create this win-lose situation. It's a win-win situation. Inclusive leaders being able to be really self-aware of their own diversity and the things that they bring to the organisation, but then also being able to see that difference and leverage the difference that the people that they're leading have. And that's more broadly across things like people's perspectives and ideas, and how leaders are able to leverage that and use that capability to help the organisations move forward. So that capability area, what that does is the more diverse we are across the organisation, we're actually better able to understand the communities that we're working with and that we serve, because we have that level of diversity within the organisation. We will still obviously connect with communities to help us better understand that, but if we have a level of diversity within the organisation, then we have that within, and we're able to leverage that capability and that knowledge and that experience that we have in the organisation. Leadership obviously in the space is really important, so the ability of leaders to lead a diversity of people, first of all to understand the difference that they bring as a leader is important, and then they're able to see the difference that the people that they're leading have and how that builds our capability. Inclusive leaders will help everybody feel like they belong within that team or that broader part of the organisation, and then it's how inclusive leaders will take on or be open to ideas and different perspectives from that diversity of people. It's a really important piece that leaders are able to use that experience, that capability, that knowledge that diversity brings from all of our people, and how we harness that moving forward, because in a time of rapid change, inclusive leaders will help our people to navigate the change and move forward. So by understanding where people are as far as change goes, or how people are coping, how to leverage the capability that will help our organisations navigate change and move forward and connect with our communities and deliver safe and resilient communities to the people of Queensland, but more broadly across Australasia.